Hello everybody, it's Delilah and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my fridge. I've shown you glimpses of my fridge in the past, and if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that it's not the cleanest fridge in the world. I haven't cleaned it out in, I don't even know how long, and the organization could really use some help. I have very little organization happening in my fridge, and honestly, weirdly enough, it doesn't bother me that much. So I'm gonna just kind of do my best to make it a little bit more tidy, a little bit more organized, and a little bit easier to find some things, but overall, I'm not gonna go overboard. After I take you guys along with me through the whole cleaning and organizing process, I'm also gonna show you a tour of my fridge because I know you're nosy and you wanna know what's in my fridge. So I'm gonna show you that later in today's video. But if you're new here, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Delilah. I make motherhood and lifestyle videos here on YouTube. I do a lot of vlogs, grocery hauls, cleaning videos, just lots of day in the life videos in general. I have a 1.5-year-old daughter named Eloise, and I am pregnant with my second baby due in April. And no, we do not know the gender. It's going to be a surprise gender baby, and we are so excited to welcome a new member into our family. I'm going to be documenting our entire journey with a newborn and 2 under 2. So if you want to follow along with us, please do subscribe. I would love to have you here. But with that, let's clean my fridge. First of all, this is the current state of the outside of the fridge. As you can tell down here, it gets really grimy with all of Eloise's handprints. So that, first of all, needs a desperate clean. And this is what we're dealing with on the inside. Honestly, it's not that bad. Probably a lot of sauces that I can purge from this side of the fridge. And here I feel like it's not too bad. There's some leftovers I could probably throw away. But overall, I feel like we're doing okay. We've got some things back here that probably need to be thrown out. Stuff in this drawer, and then the drawers down here as well. So, let's get started. Wanna help me clean out the fridge? You do? Okay. This is the one time where it's okay for you to take everything out. I've got my little helper helping me today. The first thing we're going to do is just clear everything out of the fridge. Her little pile of things she's got going on over here. You're a very enthusiastic little helper. Yeah. This is all the stuff that was in our fridge. I have yet to go through it all. First, I'm going to give this fridge a good clean out, and I'm seeing that it is actually a lot worse than I thought it was. It has been way too long since I last cleaned this out. It's kind of disgusting. By the way, I'm using the Method Glass and Surface Cleaner to clean this out. When it came to cleaning the drawers, it actually worked a lot better just to clean it in the sink, so I just used some regular dish soap. They were really bad. I'm actually very embarrassed at how dirty my fridge was. I couldn't believe it. After everything was clean and tidy, I began going through the process of throwing out anything that was expired or throwing out anything that we haven't used in a really long time and obviously we don't need in our fridge anymore, and then reorganizing everything that I decided to keep. To entertain your toddler? No. Let them help you clean out the fridge. She loves it. You think that's where it goes? Yeah. Apparently this is where these go. Okay, so I haven't gone crazy with containers or anything, but I have bought these ones from the Dollarama. I used these in my bathroom closet and I really like them. This is what they look like. They're just clear, rectangular, with a handle, easy to use, easy to grab, and they have a shape that should fit well and easily into the fridge. I don't have a plan for this, so I'm just gonna fiddle around with it and see how it goes. And this is what our freezer looks like. I don't know why, but for some reason this just gets so cluttered and so messy. We have a deep freeze downstairs, so most of our like frozen items are down there, but Things just collect in here and they don't need to be in here, so I really need to go through all of this. So I just finished completely cleaning out and organizing my fridge. I didn't think that my fridge was that bad, but then I emptied it all out and I realized it was pretty bad. It is a night and day difference in there now. I am actually kind of shocked with how good it looks, but I'm not going to give you a tour quite yet. I'm going to wait a few days so that I have some more groceries in there so I can give you a proper tour. I'm going to test it out for a few days, see if it works or not. Through the magic of editing, you're going to see this in the next clip, but in a few days I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you a full fridge tour. Alright, it's about a week later. I'm back. I have a fridge that is fully stocked for the most part. It's been fuller, but I've been testing out the new setup for a little while. I feel like it's very efficient and I feel like I can keep up with it. So I'm going to give you a little tour, and I feel like the best way for me to do this is just vlog style, so let's do this. Alright, so here is my fridge. This is the finished product after all of the organizing. Again, I didn't do a whole lot differently. You gonna join me for this? No. But it is a bit neater and a bit tidier, and I kind of have a system going. It's probably not the most efficient system, but this is kind of what I've been doing for years and I'm just used to it. So we're gonna start in the top corner. Oh, excuse me. Can you put that back, please? We're not taking things out of the fridge today. Whoa. What are you doing? No need to flash the camera, dear. Anyways, this is where our eggs always go, and then right now I just have some chicken for tonight's supper. This is where our butters and margarine go. Okay. I have a bin over here where I keep things like butter and cream cheese and anything that I use for like baking or for cooking. Oh dear. Moving down to this drawer. This is kind of the drawer where I keep things that I want to use up first. So anytime I like cut up vegetables, I put up the ends here so that I'll use them first before I grab new ones. So I've just got like some feta, some meat sticks, some carrots, things that just need to be eaten. I have this bin for all the yogurts that we have. It keeps it all nice and tidy and in one spot, which is great, works wonderfully. Over here is kind of where I store leftovers and fruit. All of that is fruit. This is more leftovers, and then the spinach just doesn't fit in the drawers down there. So it's here. On the bottom here, I always have my onions in that bin, in that corner. That's just how it's always been, and it works great. It's just nice to have the onions in a bin over there so that all of the skin doesn't like get all over the place, you know? And then on this shelf is kind of where we keep things that we don't reach for that often. Sauces and condiments, things like that. Oh, okay. I should have done this when you were sleeping. So in this bin is the stuff that we really don't reach for that often. So we've got things like beef broth, got pickles, sauerkraut, and then over here there's just de-alcoholized white wine for cooking. We've got some tomato sauce, sour cream, cream cheese, Miracle Whip, all of the basics. No. Yes. And the drawers down here is where we keep our vegetables, so things like lettuce, got cauliflower and broccoli in this one, and then over here there's some peppers, cucumber, celery, all the stuff that we'll need for this week's dinners. Moving on to the door, it's a lot cleaner than it used to be and there's a lot less things. So this is where we keep the cheese. I'm pretty sure that's where you're supposed to keep the cheese. Up here I'm keeping things that we reach for quite often. So when I'm cooking, I often use Parmesan or some diced garlic. There's creamer, jam, and then Eloise's teething medicine. This section right here is where we keep our milks. I don't drink milk, Eloise doesn't either, but we use it for cooking. And then I've got almond milk. Over here are the condiments we reach for often, so ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce, the classics. This bottom shelf is where we keep condiments and salad dressings, things we don't reach for very often. So we use soy sauce in cooking, we've got ranch, got a whole bunch of salad dressings, some sriracha, some pad thai sauce, and some Worcestershire sauce. This has nothing to do with the fridge tour, but you guys, Eloise has been something else today. She's currently in timeout. She's crying. I'm frustrated. She's frustrated. Anyways, that's all for our fridge, and now on to our freezer. This looks so much better than it did before. It was a disaster before. So starting in the door, the top shelf is kind of where we keep our bread, so our bagels. Got buns there, bread there. Got ice packs and some quick meals for me, like there's a chicken pot pie or something and some burritos. Just some fast, easy meals. And then we keep coffee grounds in the freezer just so they keep fresh longer. This bin was originally for Eloise's baby food way back when she was just eating purees. Now it's become the bin for any kinds of fruits or veggies. So things for like my smoothies, we've got frozen bananas in the back there, and then anything that I use for cooking. This bin is kind of the random bin. So we've got things like my frozen peanut butter snacks, spring rolls, we've got hash browns, just random things that need to be eaten. These bags I just keep in the freezer to reuse because I use them to store frozen bananas and frozen buns. Then we've got some Pedialyte pops for whenever, you know, someone is feeling sick. We've got a few ice cream treats because pregnant lady has to have ice cream treats. We've got yeast for when I make like pizza dough or bread or anything like that, which doesn't happen very often. And lastly, we've got our ice cubes. That is everything for today's video. That's a complete fridge tour, fridge organization. It looks so much better than it did before. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know that you guys like these kinds of videos and that you want to see more of them. I hope you guys are having a better day than I am, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.
If I could take you up and boom, 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 tell me I'm